Everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Let me check the mic quickly. Looks the mic. Check. It's working. Feels like it's working better like this. Hello. Mic is good. Okay, amazing. Hello, everyone. Okay, let me get the chat. Guys, I am a bit late. So I need to do the stories. I need to do those things. So stay with me for a second. I need to put this on the Discord. We are live, guys. I need to do the story quickly. You know what? Let's you guys are gonna help me to do the story. Actually, you guys are gonna help me to do the story. So what I'm gonna say is just say come join now. Come on, come in, join the stream and say hello and put some fire. Just put some stuff. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. We are live on Just Fanatic. Let's go. Look at this. Guys are telling you to come. Quick. We are on Just Fanatic. There you go. Boom. Now I need to put the link. Producer, if you can send me the link quickly, please. In private is fine. If you can send me the link. Awesome, thank you. So guys, you need to tell me your weekend because mine was horrible. Mine, guys, you guys are not ready. In my life, in my entire life, okay, this happened to me only twice in my life. But let me put this here, YouTube. Boom. So this happened only twice in my life. So I got one of the worst stomach bug in my life. Started on Thursday. My goodness. Friday. Oh my God. And you know what? I promised my wife, I said, it's fine. We're going to go watch the cinema. We're going to watch Odyssey. Even like when I did a stream on Wednesday, even for half an hour, guys, you don't know how I was so done with my life. So yeah, stomach bug. I threw up for the second time in my life. 35 years old. Second time in my life. You see, guys, second time. Never threw up in my life. Second time. The sensation was horrible. I felt like I was in hell. My goodness. So yeah, so I literally spent my entire Saturday and Sunday just surviving. Today is better, but I haven't got like a proper good food literally since Friday or Thursday, kind of. Yeah, because my sister-in-law got the stomach flu. My wife got it on Saturday. One of the member of my family got it too on during like last week, and apparently it's like an epidemic in Portugal. Brother, I never got this in my life, so that was literally new to me. Like, this is the first time I'm having stomach bug, and I was like, wow, this is a good way to lose weight, honestly. So I did check, Eric. I did check just out of curiosity. Did I lose weight during the weekend? And I did. I lost a lot, which is concerning because I'm trying to maintain my muscle, and since Thursday I have no carbs, I have no protein. It's quite bad. So yeah, I'm making sure that this time I'm having the good amount. But yeah, so I do apologize if my energy today would be a bit slow. But I will make sure to be here 100% for you guys for the next 2 hours. 2 hours is nothing in a day. You will see. 2 hours is nothing. The energy will be here. Let me gather some energy. Actually, you know what? Stay with me. Okay, I'm gonna grab quickly. You don't need to change the screen. Stay with me for a second. But the good news is that started at 124 kilo. I feel like I'm doing weekly checkout with you boys and girls. I feel like every week I'm checking with you like the progress of my weight loss. But yeah, so we started at the 124 kilogram. Right now we are sitting around 109.75 kilograms, boys and girls. 10 kilo to go, and we will be in a good space. Give me a second. I need some electrolyte. Oh. But yeah, that's why, guys, like, everything is mindset. To be honest, it's all about mindset. We're gonna start the chart and stuff like in 4 minutes. But I do want to share something quickly. Is that for a long time, diet was such an issue with me, such an issue. Last year I've lost 5 kilograms. And after this, my son went to hospital and I went back to my old habit, which is very bad. And this time I started to be like, okay, now we need to be locked in again. So not everything will be perfect all the time. So that's why, like, guys, I'm trying to be very disciplined on my approach. And whenever, for example, one thing I'm not getting respected, I'm getting annoyed and I'm getting disappointed on myself. And after this, I kind of start to give up and stuff, because I'm like, shit, if for example, last week, I didn't got the time to go to the gym. No time. I've been working like 14 hours a day, literally 14 hours a day. I wake up, work, I sleep. That was the entire week last week, and didn't got the time to go to the gym. And I got so disappointed on myself. I was like, fucking hell, man. Like, I'm going back to my old habit, which is being here for everyone, but not being here for myself. So that's why, guys, like, you need to take care of yourself. Like, if you don't have time, create time. Like today, no matter what, after the stream, I'm gonna go to the gym. Because I need to take care of myself, because otherwise Otherwise, what kind of lesson I'm giving to my son? Because at the end of the day, I'm not doing this for myself anymore. I'm doing this for my son. So what type of lesson I'm giving to him? So yeah, I do need to recreate like a structure, because right now we have so much stuff to do that I lost myself. So last week I went to the gym only one time, which is bad. So today I'm gonna go, even if I'm feeling sick and I'm a bit like I need to eat before. I'm gonna go to the gym, because even like for half an hour, even for 20 minutes. Okay, boys, but yeah, going good. Losing weight. Haircut is going slowly to the direction. So now I have an appointment next week. So hopefully it will get better. So what you guys are saying quickly? Hello, I took the train on gold. Thank you. Oh, you took the train on gold. Nice, Lucas. The short. You took the short. I think that was the short that I shared last time. I get that once or twice a month. Smash a weak stomach. Yeah, but the thing is, like, when you have kids, like we have tons of kids recently, because we have families coming from France and stuff. So we have kids and we have the swimming pool. So I think I got it here. So that's why. But it's fine. It's fine. Hello. Whoa. Also keep going, man. So a streamer where his mic was bigger than him. Nah. My wife said to me, she said, you don't go below 90 kilograms. So I said, it's fine. Like right now, I'm 110. So 110, it's fine. I don't look like. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I think 100 kilogram would be a good one. I had goal. Good to see you, Pam. Yeah. You Zog. 5S and 5G and Autoblog. Yes. Okay. Yeah. This is the one that I saw, Lucas. Yeah, good one. How much is that in LBS? Okay, let me check. Meanwhile, boss, if you can put me on the trading view again, please, sir. So on LBS, 109 kilogram. It's 240 pounds. 240 pounds, and the goal is to go to a 220, and we started at 100. Technically we started at 126, but the thing is, like, I did at 4 or 3 p.m. at the doctor. So I was eating at the same time. So let's say 124. So I've started at 273 pounds 2.5 months ago. 2.5 months ago, 124 kilogram. Right now we are at 109, which is 240. And the goal is 100 at least before end of August. Which is bad, actually. It needs to be. I need to do it before end of September. It needs to be 1 kilogram per week. Yeah. Well, 100 kilogram, 8 foot. Now I'm 6 foot. Wait, fucking hell, man. Why you guys are talking in foot and stuff? I don't know. So I'm 185. So I'm 6 foot 06. I'm 1 meter 85. So 6 foot 06. 8 foot. I would love to, bro. That would be crazy. Okay, let's go. Someone said Nas looks good. I want to see. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, boys, you remember what I said last week? I said the buy will come from after taking this low. And look at what happened. Boom. We open at the top. So at the moment, it's gonna be this week is going to be hell. This week is going to be hell. So first, let's do the big lines. Okay, let's do the big lines. Let's try to understand the basic first. Okay, basics are that we took this internal liquidity, major. That's a major internal liquidity. Okay. From there, we tapped into the FVG. From there, we got a beautiful momentum to the top side, which is unlucky. So French 6-month BTS auction. Oh yeah, so this one was the black news. This one is not big news. By the way, did you see, guys? We have the news coming on the screen. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I don't know if we see it on the stream. Let me see. Nice. That's cool. Yeah, I agree. That's cool. Bro, I have no voice anymore. That's crazy. I feel like I'm talking like a pussy right now. I don't have my male voice. I don't know what's going on with my voice. By the way, quickly, boys, before we start being focused and locked in, okay, put a like quickly to the video. Okay, we got some very good guests this morning. 300 people, amazing. And honestly, Daniel, I don't know if he's watching the stream, but I was watching his live stream on TikTok years ago. So I'm quite happy that he was on the stream. So yeah, it was good this morning. So hopefully we're gonna bring more like high quality people next week and the days after. What's that this now? That's the news pop-up. Yeah, man. We've created like a news pop-up. It's only big news. So you guys will see it. We'd love to see the layout from in green or at least not in red. Yeah, I do agree, Dan, that it's something that I am working on potentially for end of August or mid-August, because I need to make 2 updates in between. So hopefully after it will be fine. Anthony off for 2 weeks. Samuel, right timing, very good timing. Okay, very good timing. Okay, guys, let's lock in, and I'm gonna read the chat after. Okay, let's lock in quickly because New York is opening soon. So we took this liquidity, which is amazing, cool. Honestly, massive liquidity. We tapped into the weekly and daily FVG. Now, I'm looking for a buy opportunity below this low. I'm looking for a short opportunity below this high. Because we have an FVG. We haven't really tapped into it. You see, we haven't really tapped into it, so I'm very like happy about this right now. So that's why I will be looking for a short above this high, and I will be looking for a buy below this low. Where? The question is, where exactly am I going to see for a buy? And at least I'm looking around this area. Because if I'm putting the Fibonacci, everything below this like 50%, like everything like here, it's just early bias. It's not optimized. It's not very optimized. Okay, it's not very optimized. So I would rather go more down, go around this area, and from there, now that we took this one and this one, are we gonna keep this momentum that we got from the FVG in a daily? Yes or no? That's the real question mark. However, I am not going to buy. Like, look at this. Like, we have a trend line of liquidity in here. We have literally a trend line of liquidity. So that's why, like, I don't want to buy from here. It doesn't make sense to me. So I'm still gonna wait. So I'm gonna put one alert on top, one at the bottom, and we're gonna see what we do from here. I'm very often, you only do trade in Forex, not in futures? Brother, I think you knew, huh? You knew, brother. I do both. I do mainly Euro USD, mainly NAS, Euro USD, SP 500, Dow Jones, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. Pokemon cards too? No. I used to do NFTs. I used to do a lot of NFTs. Meme coins? I do meme coins. But I'm not doing meme coins anymore because I don't have time. So yeah, so NAS right now, this is what we have. We're not gonna focus on anything else. That's good. Okay, that's good. So we're gonna wait for those two setups. Bro, what's a word? What's up, what's up, word? Din Foch 3200. What did I say? What did I say? It feels like I did something bad. What did I say, brother? You said bro, and now you are not talking. You're like, feels like you're disappointed. Tell me. Bro, if we do meme coins, it will be chaos. Bro, I have one question. How do you trade futures market regarding the religious problem? So that's the question that I need to ask to my brother, because my brother is one of the biggest imam in Qatar. He's one of the top, like I believe, top 250 imam in Qatar. And he's very open-minded person. Like he watched Odyssey, and he watched Game of Thrones, he watched Breaking Bad and stuff. Very open-minded, and also like very. Anyway, long story short, because not everyone is. It all depends on the spread, and it all depends on what you do with it. For me, for example, whenever I'm having a payout, 50% goes to my parents, the other 20% goes to foundations and stuff, and the rest goes to me. That's the way I do it, but there is no good solution. So I will say just go to your local mosque and ask them. But it depends on people, to be very honest. Give us his name. Oh, yeah, he has three. We need an email like his name. Yeah, wait, 2 seconds. I will share it on Discord. This is not the right place, brother. This is not the right place. In here is trading. In here is trading. So yeah, but yeah, just go to your local mosque and ask, to be honest. But because I've heard different stories. Okay, Euro USD right now looking amazing for the shorts. I am a bit sad that we haven't got the shorts early, because we got this one at 7 a.m. I was literally opening my eyes at 7 a.m. But look at this. We took the internal liquidity, tapped into the FVG, and now we have the biggest move to the downside. This is what I am looking for NAS. The only thing is that I'm looking EURUSD to go more down, because look at this. All the liquidity in here. You see? We have liquidities in here. We haven't took this low. We have those equals. So there is a lot of liquidity at the bottom. So I'm still looking for shorts in EURUSD. The question now is that, are we looking for a short from there or there? And those will be the two places that I will be looking for a short continuation. So I'm going to put one alert here and another alert here. Two of them. So one in here, 1.13903, and another one at 1.14030. Let's put it that way. So those will be the two locations. In terms of the gold, congratulations for those who took the sell from the top. That was the initial plan shared on the live last week. I am a bit confused right now on what gold wants to do. Okay, because right now we have gold respecting the order block, and we have gold respecting the FVG that we left in here that I've said to double check. That will be the next potential short for gold. So we've respected this area for like nicely. So now the goal is to at least aim those lows. And after that, I don't know. I don't know. After this, I don't know what to do. I don't know. It's either we have good momentum and we go down and we take this and those liquidities at the bottom, or this, or this. So I'm gonna now that the trade is gone, it's a question of where can we enter again. So let's see in here if we have another opportunity to short from there. So I'm gonna put one alert here. Okay, perfect. Let's go to NAS. New York Open in 2 seconds. Let's go. New York Open. Gold is melting. New York, make it melt more, please. Yes, that my target. Nice, man. Thanks a lot. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, so. But what you guys are looking for right now on the charts? Are you looking for a sell on NAS, buy on NAS? Are you guys looking for shorts or buy? I took the Dow shorts. By the way, producer, I've sent you the on WhatsApp the TradeZilla. The TradeZilla is 25% now. It's not 15, guys. Just to let you know, or everyone at the same time. Actually, it's 25%. We have a better deal now with TradeZilla. So 25% off if you use the code CF20. I forgot to. So we just need to update down the stream. If you have time, brother, if you can do it now, it would be nice. Please change to the older camera. This one is stressful. What do you mean? Okay, because it's moving all the time. Yeah, let me do this. Boom. It's not moving anymore. Because of the moving. Okay, it's not moving anymore. Okay, give me a sec. Good morning, Kim, Bella. Good morning, Bella. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing amazing today. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, good. Looking sharp. Yes. Listen, my wife project is working apparently. We are losing weight and we are growing our hair. My wife has a vision and it looks like it's a good investment at the moment. Okay, so New York Open is very bearish. New York Open is very bearish, but we are going now to our place where we can be looking for potential reaction, not for long, reaction. Okay, because I know that a lot of you guys will say, but there is a massive gap. We need to take all of the gap, and clean up all of the gap and blah blah blah. Guys, it doesn't work like that. Like maybe we will do 50% of the gap, maybe 20% of the gap, but let's not expect to feel all the gap. Okay, what I'm looking at least is this FVG in here at least, because if let's say we have a reaction from here, We have an FVG from there. Potentially, I don't even need to wait for this one anymore. And we can just continue to short. So let's see how that goes in 5 minutes. Monday is going to be interesting. Monday is going to be very interesting. Okay, perfect. So someone said it was in long on DAX. I took the Dow short. I know he said he took the Dow. Okay, Dow Jones shorts. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I haven't checked SP 500. Let me see. Maybe we have a better setup somewhere. Yeah, the short is coming strong. The short is coming strong. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Everything looks on point. All we need, guys, listen. The plan is here. The plan is here, guys. We are going to short this motherfucker. We are going to short. Okay? It's just a question of when. Now, I'm asking to my army of on fire people. Yeah, that's weird. But yeah, to just wait. Hold on. It's coming soon. Okay? It's coming soon. Hold on. I'm long on DAX. What are you talking about, brother? We are all looking for shorts. Why are you saying that you're looking for a long? When are you long? Where are you long, brother? Hey, wait. Minty, wait, Minty. Where are you long? Hey, wow. Why Minty is disturbing our plan? Okay, good reaction. Good reaction. We have so much to take. Wait, did we tap into the 50%? No, I think we can. And worst case, if we are still like questioning, we have the 4 hours close in 25 minutes, and this will give us the perfect vision. So that's fine. You said long? Let's go long. No. Oh my goodness, Grizzle. No. Not yet. Not yet. I am 50-50 for now. The only thing that I know is Euro USD. The Euro USD is going to rip down. That's for sure. It looks way too clean and perfect for that. Gold. I have my levels. Let's wait. NAS, I have my level. Let's wait. Even though at the moment we are having a nice reaction. Not gonna lie. By the way, I came across a TikTok last time. I came across one TikTok last time. I don't think this will make me into a weird situation. Like, I don't think this will get me banned from YouTube saying that. But there is now recently like some expert in health, like big expert in health, that says that Trump has only 2 or 3 months to live. Apparently, because some people said like there is a lot of like on his body, like there is a lot of things that says that he's having kidney failures and heart failures, and apparently like some people say that Trump smell pee like a lot of the time because he can't he can't handle his pee anymore, because with all the liquid that he's getting from because he's having like some like treatments every day and stuff. So, and also like his poor lifestyle. Exactly, like Trump is well known like with all the McDonald's, KFC, and all the bad food and stuff. So yes, some people now, like a lot of experts on TikTok, are saying that yes, like there is some weird stuff on Trump going on that doesn't looks good. Okay, I may take. Don't do that. Just okay. But there is potentially like a quick scalp. I'm just waiting. A quick scalp. A quick scalp. Quick scalp. But yeah, let me get back to it about this, because it's actually crazy. Like I've and I'm like, that doesn't look right, but at the same time, there is like a lot of logics. There's like some logic behind. So let's try this one and see, because I'm looking at least those highs. This one's going to be a quick scalp of Monday. So yeah, so it's a quick scalp. It's not the big, like this is not the main trade. The main trade will be from this one, from here. So from here, but it's just like a quick scalp to see if we can hold this level of or not. Otherwise, we will wait for the right one, which is below this level. So what are you saying? Poor guy, that too much charcoal. Yeah, exactly. What? That just woke me up. Yeah, exactly, bro. Like honestly, like just go on TikTok and just put like Trump health, and you will see like a lot of people are questioning his health right now, because he lost conscious after a meeting. He's starting to talk in a non logic way. Like he said last time, like the Republic of Islam of Japan, he was calling someone Putin. That doesn't make sense. So sometimes you can think like, oh, he's trolling, but it doesn't add up for me. And the thing is like, guys, like now that we do trading, we can't trust anything now. We know the background. We know everything is manipulated. Everything is manipulated. Nothing is true. So whenever we know that something is wrong with Trump recently. So let's see. But yeah, because we used to see like, on his hand, like those bruisers, So that's why people started to say like, I think that we should have like an maximum age to be president. Oh, it doesn't make sense to me. Like an old man like that can be president. It doesn't make sense to me. Okay, so we are now. This is the one for now. So we are going now into this FVG. The question is, how do we close? So right now, what we want is a 5 minute that reject, another 5 minute that do an engulfing candle, and now we can go to the bottom. Okay. So gold, I'm gonna put one alert here and another alert in here. I'm gonna put so exactly. I wanna go this one in here. Perfect. Boom. That's it. Okay, so NAS went more down, which is fine. We will try again. because is the this is the better place. Okay, which is actually pretty good because the 50 minutes is super bearish now. Like I'm not gonna go for a buy anymore. And the other next 15 minutes will be the 4-hour close. So that's fine. So that will be a better trade on this one. When I say like in any way, like guys, I will tell you whenever like it's a good one. Sometimes I do this for the sake. I do this for the sake of the entertainment, but sometimes I'll give you the best one. Don't worry, I got you. Wait, I didn't see the chat. Biden introduced Zelensky as Vladimir Putin in one of the conference. Bro, yes, that's why, bro. I'm telling you, it should be an age. You know, like I don't care about socialism. I don't care about like those things. To be honest, to be very sincerely honest with you, I really don't care about politics because something that I said to my family, to friends, I have my own shit to handle. I don't care about politics. And if I need politics or society to take care of myself, I will be in trouble. Okay, so that's why I don't care about politics. But sometimes on my TikTok, I do come across some of the videos, campaign and stuff. And I don't know if you guys live in Miami, in New York, or in US in this chat. Or actually, Samuel, you live in Canada. What's going on with Mamdani? Like this Mamdani guy, like, is it like a hype on TikTok and social media, or is it doing actually like a good job of work? You didn't say it sooner, but it started to see the same thing as you like on Euro. I had the same level as you before you said it. Right. You didn't see it sooner, but I start to see the same thing as you like on Euro. Yeah, on Euro. Okay. Yeah, Euro is going to rip. How's this DXY? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So if we are respecting this and the daily close is bullish like this, end of the day today, guys, the next few days we are just targeting this level. You don't know about him? Okay. Yeah, he's doing a good job. Okay. Yeah, this Mamdani guy, it looks quite active. He's always smiley, which is weird. I kind of don't. I always suspect people that are always happy for years. Something is weird, but it feels like he's doing a good job, at least on TikTok. Yeah, but bro, I'm like you. That's why I don't follow news. The only news that I follow is stuff that impact my trading. That's it. Otherwise, it's pointless, bro. It's pointless. And also, it's all about, I'm not gonna say stuff, but it's all propaganda. It's all propaganda. Like I used to say, I'm Muslim, right? And in France, there is like one French channel that just do like 24 hours, just news and news and news. And back when I was living in France and I was watching it, so that was like 10 years ago, 10 to 12 years ago. Muslim was I mean, even today, like Muslims are like an issue in the world. And I was watching the news. Even me, I was like, I hate Muslims. I was like, I hate Muslims. Even me, Muslim, I am Muslim. I hate them. I was like, what the hell? So that's why in my head, I was like, wow, what a nice job you guys did. You're so good on propaganda. And I turned off the TV and I said, no, I will never watch TV anymore. Since that day, I said I will never watch TV anymore. You guys are way too good at making propaganda. Yeah, propaganda, everything for some clicks and views. Yeah, exactly, man. I mean, it's the same on YouTube, bro. It's the same on any content that you make. Whenever you make content, you want to have something that you know it will make views, it will make clicks, it will make people talk in the comments. Taking more pips of gold. Okay, wait and see. Do you use Billy? So what Billy said, do you use trend method or do you use any others? Okay, let me reply to this. So when you said trends method, tell me more, like in a higher time frame, in general, because in general I'm more like liquidity. Why gold paying this way up? Because we haven't tapped into the FVG properly. Honestly, like we just need to tap into the FVG properly. Look at those two equals in here. Remember that the market is fractal. What you see, oops, sorry. What you see in a higher time frame, which is 1 hour, yeah, you're gonna probably see almost the same thing in a smaller time frame. So right now, what is it like? This is the 1 hour FVG to be made, but that's fine. So 15 minutes, okay, boom, 5 minutes, we have nothing, and only in the 1 minute we have like those two small equals. So that's the thing that I'm looking for right now. After this level, I have my alerts. We will know, and potentially we will have something. Almost there, you bastard. Almost. I don't want go into the. I don't watch TV anymore for that same reason. So I watch Charles Fanatic. Honestly, that is educational. Exactly, bro. Like at the end of the day, this is the best way to do, Eric. It's even for me, bro. Like whenever I go to the gym, I don't listen music anymore. Like it's been years. I used to have Spotify. I don't have Spotify. I barely listen music. Now I have podcasts. I have self-talk conversations, which is actually one of the best. When I say self-talk, like just go on YouTube and you put like self-talk motivation, and it's basically like someone talking to you and trying to motivate you, trying to like go deeper into some of the like reason of why you are doing this, like a couple of those things. And honestly, it's quite good because most of the time they put like some epic music behind. It's actually quite good. But yeah, most of the time it's just podcast. No, for Jim, don't take my music away. I got you, bro. I got you. You will see with time, you will be like, whenever you're gonna get like an old man like me, I'm still young. You will start to do this like down. Oh no, I don't do this, Billy. I don't do like downtrend and uptrend. I do based on liquidity. So whenever liquidity has been taken, the main thing for me, right, is at least one liquidity out, at least minimum. Whenever one liquidity is out, I'm waiting to at least one FVG at minimum 1 hour. Okay, so we got one stop loss before because I haven't respected my one rule, which is one FVG. So now this time we're gonna respect. We have one liquidity out and we have the FVG at the bottom. Click the three dots and I think you should be able to download. Okay. Click on the three dots and what you have. Okay, we need to do a giveaway quite soon, actually, I realized. Wow, we're not gonna do giveaways. I'm crazy. You guys are slacking. 49 likes on the video, on the stream. If we have at least 100, I will consider it. Okay, guys, just we need to have. Let me do quickly for the boys something for the boys quickly because they need a video. During that time, you know what? During that time, I'm gonna be asking you to put some likes because we are a bit behind. Teamwork. Yes, it's going up. 61. It's going up. 62. Teamwork. Let's go. Let's go. I'm almost there. I'm getting one thing out. Where is the video? Ah, this one. Amazing. Oh no, this one is already. Wow, fuck it. I will see after. Can't be bothered. So alert on gold. Damn. Okay. It went down quite quick. Engulfing candle. Okay. I got you, gold. I understand us. That's it. You don't need to spam my face. Oh, that was a nice engulfing. I liked with my 3 accounts. No, this guy is on fire. Martins, I love it. Oh, Nas is finally going to our place. Finally, Nas. Finally. He's going to our place. So what I'm gonna do for now, I'm gonna put one for now. And we're gonna put again whenever we start to see like a very good reaction. Gold. Let me see. You guys. So, great. Yeah, but Usman has an interest. Usman has an interesting style. I think unique. Prop firms do swing trading now. Yeah, for a long time. Prop firms do swings for a long time. And are you in a buy row or into yet? So I am now looking for a buy on NAS. Okay, I am looking for a buy on NAS. So this is what I'm gonna be looking for right now. I don't want to go below this low. So I have one contract for now because my stop loss is quite big. And whenever we start to see like a good reaction, this is where we're gonna start taking like a very good trade. Because this is aligned with the institutional level. It's aligned with the order block at the bottom. So we have plan A, which is institutional level with FVG, and we have plan B, which is at the bottom, the order block. So we have one entry here and here, and basically like the target after will be potentially those highs, but that will be based, like I said last week, this will be based on earnings because we have big earnings this week. I didn't know this problem did that. Oh no, man, like the thing with futures, for example, in the futures, it's hard to do like swings because of the rules and stuff. But on the CFD aspect, you do have those things, which is quite good. So yeah. 5 minutes? For now, there is nothing in 5 minutes, bro. There is nothing. You see, like there is even not like a divergence. The divergence is even not here yet. What make it even better is you can get add on like zero swap. Yeah, exactly. I think Hola Prime, they do like the swings accounts. If you guys can check quickly, but I do think they do. And whenever you guys win the giveaway, so I didn't know that actually. So I hope the guys will not patch this or do an update. But apparently, when you win a Hola Prime account, if you add all the add-ons and you put the code after, you have all the add-ons for free. Tenta said this last time. Yeah, so that's actually quite good. So why I don't use NQ1 Abla is just because. Oh wait. Wait, my brain was froggy. Okay, I'm back. That was weird. The amount of I don't think I'm drinking enough electrolyte. I've been drinking like 5, at least 1 liter of electrolyte this morning, but I do feel like it's not enough because my brain did a silly things. My brain is doing some silly things. But yeah, so basically, I won a Hola Prime account. I went from the most expensive things and it's brought the code to 0 with code. Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah. Reason. I did add everything for free. I asked to stop, but they said it was not included. But it's don't Reason and others. Don't ask anymore. Don't ask. Just add on. You know what? Let's do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway of Hola Prime, and we're gonna put exclamation. Wait, what you? Oh, so let's do. Let me know whenever it's ready. Wow, 17 message on what happened. Oh yeah, okay. One sec. Okay, we're gonna do a giveaway. Hola Prime. Yeah, it's done already. Ablas. I have like the medicine electrolyte, but I don't have any more, and I didn't got the time to go to the pharmacy. I mean to buy more. So that's why I have this for now. Because I don't have. Yeah, because this is fine. Like there is electrolyte, but there is also sugar, so that's why it's not that good. But then the other one is like proper electrolyte. So yeah. But I don't have any more, brother. That's why. So you should take. No, why you don't use NQ1? Oh yeah, so basically Ablas is because I have all of my institutional levels on the main screen, like the CFD. So that's why like it's easy because my institutional level on CMD are not the same on MNQ, for example. They are not the same. because for example, look at this. Look at this. We have this institutional level in here. Ah, okay. I got the code. I got the thing for the giveaway. So give me a second. So you see, like the institutional level on MNQ, for example, is way below. But if you check on the CFD Pepperstone, it's higher. And I've been using those institutional level for years, and I moved to futures since this year. So that's why. So I need to look into it, because I basically I need to check those two institutional levels and see which one is the most accurate on paper. Okay, so exclamation mark hola prime. So this is the giveaway. Spam it once only, guys. Okay, just do it one time only. Just one time only. Just one time only. Just one time. You will get in. You have 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes, and after this we can just chit chat. That's fine. Okay, so now we are tapping into our 1 hour order block. So now we're gonna go with 2 contracts. And we should be good. Let's see. Last one. This will be the last contract. Hola Prime. Yeah, exclamation Hola Prime. Have you put a trade or not? Yeah. So the NQ for now. Gold. Well, the gold went without us, unfortunately. Sometimes when you try to be too precise, that's the issue. And EURUSD, I'm still waiting for those levels. On US, I would say, obviously it's not financial advice, but I will say just wait a little bit more if you want to have a better quality. Just wait a little bit more. Just wait slightly a little bit more. Because if we need to have a reaction, it's literally below this low, between those 2 levels. Like this is exactly where we should be having a reaction. If not, we are in trouble. Hola Prime. Yeah. So yeah, guys, if you guys are just joined the stream, there is a giveaway right now on Hola Prime. So all you need to do is put exclamation Hola Prime, and we will do the giveaway in 5 minutes. Okay, cool. So 4 hours, fucking bearish. Maybe I'm doing a massive mistake buying right now. Actually, it's so bearish. 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 Ooh, it's so bearish. Let's see for that level at least. So you're yeah, exactly. I heard someone ask if you can swing on Hola Prime. The answer is yes. Okay, you can swing on Hola Prime. Great. Just copy Eric. Just copy once, like this, and it's fine. Just doing one time and it's fine. And from there, it's all good. Honestly, if your USD is reacting to here, it will reinforce the sell. It will reinforce. Yeah, guys, I mean, honestly, like, look at this. Now we've created an FVG in 1 hour on top. This level will be used again. I'm gonna put one alert. This level will be used again. Are you waiting for something before taking the trade on gold? Yes. So initially, and after that we do the giveaway. Initially, wait, how many likes do we have actually? I realized I said for the giveaway, but do we have more than... Okay, one last thing that you guys need to do. We need to have at least 20 more likes on the video. You guys have been slacking today, okay? I am sick. I have flu stomach, and I'm here trading with you guys, and we're doing the giveaway, and we got one stop loss. It is true, but potentially we may have a win this time. Okay, so put a like, guys. Okay, and we do the giveaway at 100 likes. Okay, that's it. You see, that was quick. That was quick. What I was asking. Oh my god, I feel so sick. It's crazy. Okay, focus. So if everything is going correctly, this level should... If we are holding this level, we are very good. If we are not holding this level, it's bad. It's very bad. Come on, hold. We have literally 20 seconds to hold. Yeah, if we're not holding, it's not good. Even if it go below, it's fine. It's fine. Like, it needs to close inside. Yeah, it's gonna go more lower. Fuck it. Shit. Well, you know what? If he's going more lower than this, the 4 hours is right. And I think today will be enough, and we will finish with a good giveaway, and we will do the rest of the week analysis of the rest of the week. Okay, look daily on NAS. Yeah, I mean, same thing of DXY. If like, I was not sure that this was enough. If I'm moving this to the right, to the left, to the right, I was not that sure that this was enough. So that's why I wanted to buy again, to at least get the what, London high? Yeah, London high. But it looks like it's not gonna happen, sadly. Go on, NQ. Yeah. Announce. Okay, let's do the giveaway, guys. So can I have the list, and I have to deactivate the current for Hala Prime. Ready. Okay, nice. Can I have the list, please, sir? Yes, sir. 1 sec. Okay, I'm coming back. I'm just gonna grab like a little things to eat. Let's go. Okay, I'm sure. Wow, we have a lot of names actually. Damn, that's a long list. That's a very long list. Shit. Okay. Okay, let's go to the duck race. I know you guys love this. Oh my god. It's gone. Okay, so sets. Let me share the screen. No. MNQ, my friend, please don't fail me. Okay? Don't fail me, you bastard. Okay, perfect. So we have the 80 names. Let me get the chat. You know what? Like, we are all here anyway, so let's do. Where's the chat? Where's the chat? Okay, let me grab the chat from here. Boom. Open the chat. Let's get the chat here. Okay, boom. Okay, see, you're looking like an Indian. I mean, you know, actually, a lot of people say that I look like an Algerian or Moroccan. Okay, let's go. Full screen. 1 minute. We do Hola Prime first. And we do Apex and TradeZilla after. During the time, looks like Nas is going back up slowly. Okay, so who is winning? I see Greason. My grandma used to ride BMX too. Wait, insurance, where are you coming from? Where this comment is coming from? Fuck dogs. Oh, what do you mean, Ablas? You're the only one that don't like dogs. Not yet, Anas. Not yet. Not yet. Oh! Binod! Mr. Gurung 6987. You have 1 minute to reply in the chat. Otherwise, you will be disqualified. He's here. Congratulations. You won the Hola Prime. And remember, Binod, add all on, and after this, use the code. You will see, life changing. Okay, we do Apex. For now, guys, there's no like good trades that I want to take, so we're gonna wait. Even on NAS, like, it's not looking good for now. Don't worry, it's only Monday. Last week on Monday, yeah, we did like 12 to 13 risk reward already, which is, we got like quite lucky. The market was quite ready. But if today is not ready, it's not ready. It's fine. We do again next time. Oh, Anas. Ah, no. Okay, so this is a real moment. This one. Oh, it's dog. Zog. No. No. Oh, wait. Abu. Oh, this guy, the long name is way too long, brother. You make money of me. Akondondu Christian ZO60U. Akobundu Christian. Damn, last time we got Jesus and now we have a Christian. You need to lose weight, brother. I used to be 125 kilograms. Now I'm 110. I'm losing weight, you bastard. You bastard. What is going on? Like, you guys, it's roasting time? What the fuck? Akubudushu Christian. You need to be here. You have, let me see. You have, he's here. Akubudu Christian. You win an Apex account, congratulations. And Samuel, the best way, that's for me the best way, is trade sinker. Trade sinker. Honestly, the best way to do it. Like, in my life has been way much easier. But be careful, because every week, for some reason, every week they disconnect your accounts. So for example, I've made 1% last week. I didn't realize that it was not copying on all the accounts, so I've made only 1% in one account. Boring, annoyed, but it is what it is. So that's why I would say just be careful. Shuffle. Okay, shuffle. Okay, let's do. This time is Tradezilla. I think Tradezilla is 1 month or 3 months for free. So you guys will need to double check in the ticket system after. Let's go. But I think it's 1 month. 12 months. Hablas, you're telling me I'm fat, and after this you're asking at 12 months. What, do you want me to suck your dick too? What the fuck is going on there? He got my nerve. Sorry guys, he got my nerve. Go Alfonso. The clown. The clown. Pam. No way. No. Oh, Usman Ali. Oh, another Ali. Oh. Man, this one actually was good. Trader.fx 1 mil. You have, my friend, 1 minute. You have 1 minute. 1 minute to get your beautiful reward. You have 1 minute, my friend. Oh yeah, it's so good. Yeah, 1 minute. Let me see. So where is it? Trader. Usman, look at it. Look at what? Can you see? I don't think my duck is here. Oh, it's fine, Brilly. We do giveaways literally every London session and every New York session. I saw an egg. Wait. 3, 2, 1. He missed it. Remove. Race again. Shuffle. You know what? We start again. I am second. Sadly, it doesn't work like that, my friend. It doesn't work like this. But maybe Billy, you are maybe behind. Too cool. I'm trying to find your name. It's true. Don't see your name. It's fine. We literally do giveaways almost every day. Almost every day, actually. Okay, so Nas is literally dead. Goodbye, Nas. Goodbye. Okay, those flies are getting my nerve. Look at where the flies is. I have literally a fly on my nose. The night shine music. Okay, I'm gonna have to kill this bastard. Sorry, guys. The night shine music, my friend. You just want a trade dealer account, and I'm gonna kill those flies. There you go. Now let's talk. No, let's talk now. Let's talk. Okay. So is he here? The night shine. The night shine is not here. The night shine is not here. Night rerun. Yeah, rerun. Race again. So shuffle. Out. Bro, those flies, I swear to God, they are trained. They are trained by someone. Tired. Literally tired. Reaction on the 28,000, we're gonna see, bro. I'm looking at NAS at the same time and on the side screen. That honestly, we are not missing anything right now. We're not missing anything. We're not missing anything. Oh, Grizzin. Oh, you know the Tommy Gunn. Tommy Gunn. Tommy Gunn. Tommy Gunn 9. And we're gonna go back to the screen after. Tommy Gunn 9. Well done, Tommy. That's a private joke with the UK people. Tommy Gunn, yo, yes, there we go. Congratulations. Well done, GG, well played. Okay, now we go back to the chart. Because the D trade is over. Goodbye. Nice to see you. Let me put it here and let me get the chat again. Okay, so boom. So at the moment, I bought like a smaller challenge. So right now, so we are back to not drawdown, but we're back to square one because I got like a small loss last week, but at least the 5 days are now done. So I did the 5 days where I'm profitable, which is now this is done. That was the step one. So for the stream, I got this account because I want to try something. Because I've been looking different stream, and they do like a lot of scalp in one micro. So I'm testing this right now on the 1 million. Yes, 5 days is done. So now I'm just gonna do the 3.6, and after this is done. So this took me at least 1 month to do all of it, and I'm not super active because I don't have the time to be that active. But it's quite good. Mentally, it's quite good. I'm not getting very oversaturated. Okay, so daily is reacting perfectly. The question is like, where do we react? And the question now is, I'm not even gonna bother to think about buying now anymore. If we're closing, if we're closing like this, I'm not gonna bother to think about buying. It's done. I'm not gonna bother to think about buying anymore. It's done. Over. Finish. I'm just gonna sell. Because the issue that I have is that how many FVGs do we have? We have one here. We have another one in here. And a small imbalance with a small FVG in here. We have another one in here, another one in here, another one. So the question is, which one is? So I'm not gonna be bothered on watching where will be the next buy, based on the 4 hours, based on the 1 hour. We are just going to sell. We are just going to sell. That's it. We are just going to sell. This will be for me the best, the good next sell. I took a swing sell post NAS. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think you did a great choice. I did wanted to sell at the beginning too, but I wanted to take at least those equals. I wanted to take like the small equals. So after this go down, it's fine. What the monthly at the moment is super bearish, bro. Look at this. But what you see on the monthly right now can change by Friday. By Friday, this will change. We have all the earnings this week. We have FOMC. By the way, forgot to say, we have a special stream. We have a special stream on Friday. Okay, we have a special stream on Friday with the market AI guys. They will be like going like in details. So it will be interesting for you to watch this, like how they think, how they analyze the market, how they see the market basically during those big news. Where are you from, Usman? I'm originally from Pakistan, born in France, lived in UK for 10 years, and now I'm living in Portugal. I will be camping, but if I can, I'll check that. Yeah, otherwise, there will be the review, like, you know, like the, you can watch it after. Oh, nice to meet you, Billy. Nice to meet you. How can I claim Aku? So you need to go in the Discord, create a ticket, and you can claim it. But make sure that you're doing like in the next 24 hours. Like just do it like as soon as possible, basically. No, it's fine. It's fine. We keep the next Apex for. Do it with Sanj. Actually, do it with Sanj. Give the other Apex funding giveaway to Sanj. He will run one. Just tell him that he will have an Apex giveaway on his stream. Okay, so yeah, everything moved without us, which is the most annoying stuff. Okay, that's fine. EURUSD as planned, or EURUSD in any way we couldn't take any sell in any way. Like no matter what, we haven't missed anything. In gold, yes, we can say we've missed something in gold. I can see that. I can see that. Holy dumb, I swear, but NAS, holy dumb. I was not expecting that. Because I was like, I mean, maybe that's why we are all liquidity at this stage. Because I was like, with the big gap, surely we're gonna keep this level. Surely we're gonna keep this level. And well, we didn't. Sadly. Do we have something in 1 hour maybe? Nothing. Honestly, the only one place that I'm going to check for a sell will be this massive FVG in 1 hour. That's it. Guys, remember what I said. I said every time end of the month's week is my worst week of the month. I will be smashing the entire 3 weeks of the month, but the last week, holy Christ. Wait, so English is your second language? So I'm talking French, Urdu, I read Arabic, and English. Yeah. So I have a lot of language. Are you gonna sell? I mean, to be honest, I can't sell anymore. It's gone. So now I'm gonna need to wait. For a sell opportunity. I remember you said it last week. We've got really big move at the end of the winter, and now see. Yeah. But here we go, elite some. Here we go, bro. Here we go. Exactly. Yeah, you see, typical end of the week big move, and that's why I'm like, honestly, that's why I think we're gonna go there, and I'm even wondering if we're not gonna go there today. This can be possible today. But right now, I'm not gonna long. Nah, it's over. I'm just gonna short until we are going to this level. Miss the opportunity? Yeah, kind of. I mean, gold, I wanted to be a little bit more like precise on my entry, and because of that, we missed it. So yeah, kind of. You read alphabet too? What the hell is this question? Insurance casino. What the hell is this question? You did a really nice interest on the market today. Who did Connor? Is it Connor Elitson? He did a really nice explanation on interest rates. Is there a possibility where I put a sell or a buy on gold and possibly make money right now? Your question is very weird. We are not financial advisors in here. Mostly not me right now. End of the week, sick as fuck. Maybe not the right timing to listen to what I'm gonna say. Most of the time, not financial advice. I will say wait on Wednesday. Wednesday I will be better. Wednesday I will be a little bit more back in the game. Right now I'm surviving. Oh wait, BTC is also dying. Oh, nice. That's nice. Okay. I was talking actually, guys. I don't know if you guys seen the TikTok of Ansem, which that when he said that, I was happy because he's literally said what I'm saying for the past few weeks, even months. And even, to be honest, I've been saying this since the big sell, which is in October 2025. So it's been almost a year now. It's been almost a year, fucking hell. I've been saying this for almost a year, that we are reaching right now the almost bottom of BTC. When I say almost bottom, it means that this could be the bottom, or we can have one more bottom. And after this, we will go to a few months of buy window. And after that, we as a collective community, we will buy again. And after this, as we collective community, we will buy again. So I have like around 25K running, but I'm gonna put another 25 either after October or below this low. Either below this low or after October. That was the 4-year cycle shows. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I was following some guys that says that those cycle doesn't work anymore, but it looks like I was right. So fuck that. Fuck them. I'm not gonna listen to what they say, because I've been following this since 2021. Since 2004. So, and I studied the past, and the past has been historically to the T, all the time, to the T, like since 2014. We got the first halving. After 1 year of halving, we got the big high move, and after this, after 18 months, we got the big drop. Now we're going back to the extreme low buy opportunity. Second halving, big push. 1 year after, big push. To after 18 months post halving, big sell off. And now we are buying again. It takes few months. You see, it takes few months to get back to it. Third BTC halving, big push. And 12 months after, big push. But we just got a new high on this one. And after that, we got the big sell. And after this, extreme buy opportunity. Look at again, October. Now we're moving up 4 months. So fourth BTC halving, big push. 12 months after, another big push. 18 months after, big sell. And this one is not even a big sell. It is a sell, but it's not even a big sell. So that's why I'm looking for like at least another short. But so that's why now after this one, after October, I'm going to be buying again. And now hopefully we can go higher. Now the cycle is working. I took classes for BTC and it would drop to 50K around and the bull run. That's look, bro. That's exactly what I have. 49K will be for me where I put almost 100% of my portfolio. Almost 100%. Almost 100%. Because right now it's not worth it yet. Because even if you take like Fibonacci and you take it from the top, like we are below the 50, but 70%, which is for me like the perfect place, is not here yet. So I would say, kind of a question, but how much have you made so far from trading, if you don't mind me asking? 400K. And I'm not, to be honest, bro, this is not something I'm glad you asked this question, because I'm not ashamed of it, because I've worked so hard that I've kind of deserved what I'm having right now. And I said I'm even gonna say I don't think that I'm having enough for all the time that I've spent. I'm 35, okay? I've started to do trading around 27, 26. During that time, I've bought courses, at least like 10K of courses, 15, I would say even. I got scammed most of the time. Only 2 to 3 mentors was actually quite good. So I got scammed. I got scammed on prop films, I got scammed on people selling me like some services. And even like if I'm counting those things, like I got so many shit on like trading. Trading was not that easy, and also because I'm older man, so I can't take like that amount of risk. Mostly like now that I have kids, I can't take like that amount of risk because there is like, kids behind, So with all the sacrifices, me not going to holidays, like I said to the boy, I said to you guys, I haven't. My last holiday was in 2019, I believe, 2019 or 20, where I did 2 weeks off, nothing, no work. 2 weeks off, no work. Because I'm working hard. Because like the goal right now is not about me. If I die tomorrow, I die tomorrow is fine. But the goal is right now is to make sure that if I die tomorrow, my partner and my son are secured. So whenever you guys understand this, the moment where you find your why, and I suggest you to read the book from Simon Sinek. Simon Sinek. Find your why. You will understand that whenever you find your why, nobody can stop you anymore. It's over. It's done. On the 5 minutes, the RSI is exploding. Bro, I know. And I'm telling you, even in here, you will see a divergence at a certain point. I know. Like, that's why I said, like, there is some... whenever I got my son, that was the first time in my life where I started to get richer. I'm getting dizzy. It's not good. So that's why I would say, just focus on yourself. Mostly, most important, you and only you. You only. Focus on yourself, because nobody is going to pay the bills that you have. Honestly. When is your episode on PFT? When the episode on PFT will go out, you will see that the way that I trade live, which is more entertaining, and the way that I explain stuff is very more advanced. And that's something that I do need to sit down at a certain point with myself and find like a good approach on the stream. It's either I try to be fun, or I try to be selective on the trade. But the problem is that if I'm trying to be selective on trades, you are going to see maybe 1 or 2 trades a month. But those trades are going to be crazy good. You can always turn a property into income, no matter so small. Can do. Yeah, so that's what I did at Insurance Casino. I've turned my payouts into crypto. And after, from crypto, I've made some good profits, because nobody, like, you guys need to see this, honestly. Solana, from the all-time high, if you're buying right now, it's a 300%. Okay, it's a 300% from the all-time high. I bought it at that time around, so I bought a little bit at 25, and a majority I bought it around 50, and I sold majority of them around 250. I've done 400% on it. I let you do how, like, calculations and stuff, but this is where you make good money. So that's why, like, I'm not gonna buy Ethereum. I don't care. Ethereum is a dead crypto. Like, I've been saying this for years. But for me, I'm gonna buy again Solana. And I said to you many times, I said to you like many times, hype will be the biggest one. Hype. So I bought again hype at 20. I've sold majority at $60. Which is fine. I'm happy right now. We're going below. And I'm going to buy again around 50. Do you like ton? No. I sold ton. I used to like ton. Ton. Is it the ton from Telegram? Or ton, the better version of XRP? I don't think Curie, honestly, like I don't like, even if we have like this first 5 minute candle being bullish, it doesn't matter for me to take a buy right now. I don't want to take a buy when I see those 2 4 hours candles being so bearish. Like the buy could come to my mind if I have at least 1 hour candle. 1 hour candle. At least. But right now, I'm not looking for any buy. And to wait. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I feel I'm gonna pass away. That would be fun on live stream to do that, right? But I feel dizzy. So someone is going to pick up the stream because my brain is not functioning anymore. Nasdaq 30-minute Telegram. Oh yeah, the Telegram. Now I took this one. I took the long on this one on tone. Actually, I took the long on tone, but I closed it in small profits. Let me see again. Here. Oh no, they changed. So now it's a gram. No. Oh no. Where is tone? Okay, so I need to watch it on another place. But yeah, no, I used to be on the 5-minute engulfing on NAS. Oh yeah, 5-minute engulfing. I mean, it can be a good trade. It's a risky trade. I mean, it's up to you guys. I'm personally not gonna touch it because the 1 hour and the 4 hours is way too bearish. If you wanna do like a quick scalp, it's up to you. But it's not worth it, bro. Like guys, it's only Monday. It's only Monday. So you don't wanna go that quick. It's tech free time. I do need to eat some carbs. Health is more important. Yeah, bro. Don't worry. Like someone will come soon. Ah. Is they go from ton or gram? Oh, that's CD. Okay. It's maybe not the best one. I know this one doesn't have a lot of liquidity. Yeah? Okay, I know. Don't worry. I don't know. I know. Like one of my friends has a narrative. He said like Telegram can be the hub of agent because they've got so many millions of agents already. So this could be like the hub of agents. The only thing is, I do see that, but to be mainstream, the CEO of Telegram needs to be able to work with the CEO of Instagram. They need to be able to work with like other CEOs. And I don't think that this will happen at a certain point. So I don't know. Not that sure. Come on, Usman. 1 liter micro. Honestly, if I was in a better shape, I will take 1 liter micro. But right now, I'm dying. I'm going crazy, but no FOMO. Was gonna infinite money, bro, but gold going like an old woman. I'm so confused about NQ. What did I've done a good analysis, but target, but brother, silent. Like don't overthink. Honestly, don't overthink. Don't stress. Don't overthink. It's only Monday. I'll get you a ticket. Oh yeah. Wait. Wait. Good idea. Good idea. Let's put. Oh, Let's go. What? Oh. Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. That's it. That's it. I don't know who said Perculus trade. Good idea. I appreciate. You come up with a good idea. Here we go. Now, thank you for the stream. No worries, insurance. Hopefully on Wednesday, I will come back stronger. Stronger than ever. Okay, boys, I'm gonna leave you there. In 5 minutes, Sanj will take the lead. Sanj will do like a analysis of the market. Maybe he will make you some wins. But I feel like I'm gonna pass out, so I'm gonna just get some food, reset, and we'll get back to work and go to the gym. So I'm gonna leave you there, guys. Thank you to be here today, and we catch up tomorrow. Okay, take care, boys. Take care.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. If you're still here, if you're still active in the chat, come and say hello. Looking forward to having a catch up on how the day has been. What's up, guys? Mikelitsam, Eric, Lucian, Steph. All good. Very, very busy. What's up, guys? Hope you are all doing well. We are, Steph says, profitable so far. Always good to hear. We're going to do a little bit of a rundown to see how the day has panned out. We'll do a little bit of a recap. We'll also pick up off some of the calls, some of the analysis that we were looking at towards the end of last week and see how things have panned out as well. I have a few things that I'd love to cover with you guys today as well. Help you guys a little bit with the psychology, the mentality behind staying consistent. If you guys do have specific things that you want me to touch on, like in terms of your psychology, your performance, your habits, any bad, challenges and stuff that you're going through, these are all open sessions to be able to discuss all these things. Right, give me 1 second. Okay, I think we will we'll start off on the charts. Let me get my charts loaded up. Give me 1 sec. All right, awesome. Okay, so we're going to do a rundown market by market. We'll go through and have a look at how things have panned out both today, but from where we picked back on from the end of last week. I think last time I was live with you guys was last Thursday. And we were looking at a few things. I think Aussie was specifically one of the ones on the radar for us. But we'll see how things panned out and have a look at potentially what we have on the cards, if there's any fresh opportunities currently setting up, and we will go from there. So first and foremost, what we were looking at specifically on Aussie, we established basically a range bound play from the daily perspective, right? We had this upper end range at the top, this lower end range at the bottom. And as you can see, these have provided good, nice reaction zones to rotate from essentially one side of the range down to the other. Now, from where we spoke about this on Friday, we had a play that we were eyeing up. When we spoke about this on Thursday, we had a play that we were eyeing up, hadn't yet given us an entry. I believe when we were trading, we were currently in this sort of area. And that's what we were kind of focusing on. And what I wanted to see ideally was a break of this point of interest. And if we lose that, then it's all races to potentially the upside. We didn't actually get a fill on this or a fill on this idea until the Friday. Where is this? Going into London, it looks like. And you would have either, if we're looking at this realistically, you would have either gotten out of this with a small loss or a win, depending on how you managed the position, where you were looking to target. Our actual fill, so we would have been looking at, again, a break of this area in here, which only in my eyes really happened in this area here. You can see it gave us actually a perfect retest of the level before moving a small ways to the upside. Now, this is where I say depends on how you would have managed your position in terms of what you would have got from this. If we had got in, let's say the most conservative area would have been after the retest of the level, that would have been most conservative. Stop either below this low if you wanted to be aggressive, this low if you wanted to be fairly conservative. And ideally, we would have been looking for a retest of the opposite range high. So again, depending on how you would have played this, you can see it did provide quite a nice opportunity to just get in alignment with a potential move to the upside. Now, whether you would have trailed your stops below here, whether you would have kept them below here, would have determined what the trade ultimately brought. We probably would have took an exit on this, given it was a Friday before the close anyway. But you can see we gapped open ever so slightly, and this is where we are at in terms of current price. Do we have a potential move for today? In all honesty, there's nothing that is really on the cards that is jumping out to me here from the Australian dollar. So like, again, our points of interest want to be one of these two blue zones in here. And until we tag one of those, I don't really have a play that I am looking for. So we're back on the sidelines with Aussie, watching and observing how things go on this front. But very much just a range-bound market, nothing really fresh to update apart from the position that we were eyeing up from the end of last week. Euro dollar, let's have a look what is on the cards. So again, I think this one we were looking at a weekly range that we had drawn up here in euro. Again, maybe a little bit more of a swing play depending on how you want to take this. But you can see the upper bound and lower bound ranges really capping price over the last few weeks. Makeletsum says you found dark mode. Dark mode is the only way to go. I'm not a fan of light mode on TradingView. Burns my eyes. I'm dark mode all the way. But yeah, from a daily perspective, you can see the rotations in price, especially off the upper end range. And what I would love to see is a test and a reaction from the lower end range. Now that reaction could be, again, it could be a reversion back into the range itself, or we could be looking at this area acting as some kind of pivot to continue on to the downside. So again, nothing really on the cards. I think from at least a daily perspective, nothing that super excites me. These would be the only levels that I really want to be getting involved in. Until we get some action in on one side or the other, I don't really have a play. Everything else for me in between is just a little bit of noise. And you can see that just from the offset, like these are the most optimal areas to be getting involved. You could tell by just the reactions, right? You get involved in the middle of the range and we're kind of, we're sloppy. We're a little bit up and down. We do eventually get the rotation from one side to the other. But if you're not in from the extremes, it becomes a little bit more difficult to get positioned on the right side of the market. So I think definitely something to keep in mind here. Overall market conditions, very, very sideways. Maybe changing this week. We do have, I believe, FOMC on Wednesday. We got the press conference this week as well. So definitely something to be keeping your eyes on. And we see where we go. But yeah, nothing else that really excites me. We'll go back through and we'll drop down a time frame across everything and see if there is anything that really stands out from an intraday perspective. From a broad-based overview, nothing really that excites me. GJ, much in the same. You can see we've got a daily range drawn out here, which we're looking for a reaction from either the top or the bottom end. In all honesty, I don't have a read of what this market is trying to do. Clearly, I would say momentum is to the upside. We do also have Bank of Japan that you want to keep your eyes peeled for on Thursday. Tentative timing, but we do have Bank of Japan that you'll kind of want to be aware of, whether they have any suspected changes. We know that they have already established multiple times that they are uncomfortable with the Japanese yen at current levels. So whether they decide to do something on the day, I don't know. It's all really a game of timing here, but there's nothing in there that makes me want to really get involved. I think from a lower time frame, you'll probably be able to draw out some range highs and range lows in here as well. But from the kind of a broad-based daily perspective, conditions just very, very flat for the moment. Teresa says, how you doing? I'm very good. Thank you, Teresa. Hope you are good too. Cable. I think this is one we drew up last week. We were looking at the weekly ranges. Again, if I take you from a weekly perspective, you could see that largely we have been trapped within these two areas of price. I think this was the trade, the hypothetical trade that I was looking at last week. So last week, I think when we last spoke on Thursday in and of itself, the question that we had was, where do we get long and where do we get short? We actually talked about this one in real time as a potential reaction from this area, but I said I did not like it. It's not one that I personally wanted to take. It seemed very counter trend for me. It was very much against the dominant momentum that we've been seeing here. And ideally, I mentioned what I would have preferred to have seen was to wait for a potential short setup. And this was the ideal area that I kind of wanted. So you can see we've reacted from a little bit lower down. We've got these old levels in here. We've got a shorter area of supply. I would have preferred to have seen just some highs run in here, tap into this area of supply, and then create the rotation to the downside. So definitely, I guess what you could call maybe like a mistrade. If you want to look at it that way, I tend not to. I like to focus on like a lot of positions like this, as these are, if they're not part of my plan, it's not a trade that I've missed. And it's I think it's a mentality that kind of keeps me away from a little bit of FOMO. I like to draw up a lot of different scenarios in the markets and just wait and see as to how things pan out. Good, thank you. You can call me Tara. Great to have you here. Are you looking for more swings? How long do you generally hold trades for? So in my personal trading, I am usually focused on holding trades for days into weeks. But again, that's probably nothing that I'm going to be documenting here. I'm trying to do things more short term to keep things a little bit more interactive. I'll definitely talk about some opportunities if I'm potentially seeing anything setting up. I would love to do it in sort of real time, talking to you guys about it before, during, and then after a potential swing play. So I think if anything definitely does set up, I'll definitely talk about it. But at the moment, there's just very slim pickings for opportunities. I am in one swing play, which I will talk about. I will show you guys what that looks like. But like I said, I would prefer to document things before, during, and after, because I took this one off the kind of stream and I didn't talk about it with you guys beforehand. It's all going to be one of those so easy being said in hindsight. So I'd love to be able to do the before, during, and after as we go. And we see where we go from there. Sherry, day 4 of asking for Sanjay's hair oil. Brother, we're going to be doing a whole lot of days of going through this, I'm afraid. If you got any recommendations, please send them my way. But otherwise, I think my head is clearly shiny enough. Tara says, how has the war and Trump being in power affected your swing trades? Great question. It's been a very tough market over the last few months. I've been in drawdown for 3 months. 3 months prior to today, which sucks massively. But for my swing trading, it's actually very normal. 1 to 3 months at a time is statistically what is very normal for that approach. And yeah, I've had probably like 4 or 5 trades that were going really nicely. And then Trump did his Trump-like behavior, and the volatility just kind of messed up the positions, whether it was getting tapped out early, whether we had a complete change in direction. It's been a tough time for swing trading, at least for how I'm looking at things, if I'm honest. But that is kind of how it's been. I would love to tell you I'd love to tell you I've been sitting here and absolutely cleaning up, but it wouldn't be the truth. I'm always going to be real with you guys. So that is kind of where I am at. Makelitsum says, oh yeah, swings are totally different from smaller day trades and scalping. 100%, for sure. Tara says, I'm mainly asking because I used to swing trade, but once Trump went into power, the strategy just stopped working. So I switched to intraday trading. You know what? And I honestly do not blame you. I had a very similar experience when Trump was last in power. I really got slapped about from when he was last in power, and I'm feeling like this is very much in the same. I do think an intraday approach is far more beneficial. I think the only thing you would have to be mindful of is maybe watching like your position size, because obviously this is going to depend if you're futures or CFDs as well. CFDs, you got to worry about slippage a little bit more. But if you get caught on the wrong side of one of his tweets, it's you're gonna have a fun day. One second, guys. I was taking nice payout swing trading actually before Trump. Yeah, I mean, this is, part of market conditions that are very difficult to determine. I mean, for what I look for a swing trade, right? And I'll show you, because I think Euro's a prime example of just crap conditions. So one of the swing trades that I was in was I was long Europe, and I was building a position from basically as we started to tap into this area. And then you could see the market conditions off the back of this just so sideways. These are just the conditions that I ideally want to avoid, but it's very hard to anticipate this is what we're going to drop into at the time. And I found with Trump obviously in power, there's so much uncertainty with everything going on with the war, him tweeting all of the time. I mean, it's just the most manipulated market. I don't know if you guys saw as well. There was, I think it was not last week, maybe the week before, Trump has been talking about monetizing early access or faster access to his Truth Social tweets. Just, I mean, insane. What do you really say about this kind of stuff, man? Genuinely nuts. I was taking nice payouts here. Swing is so much better, I'm not going to lie. I'm building more data on Swing personally, but it has better expectancy per trade. The thing that I would say is I believe that I don't think there's one way to trade that works for absolutely everyone. I think whether you're a swing trader, whether you're an intraday trader, whether you're a scalper, I think, and the way that I always put it, there's a certain level of pain or shit that you have to put up with on either side to make it consistent, right? And I think the way you want to judge things is what pain are you willing to put up with? Not how do I avoid pain? Because I think that's how people end up jumping from one strategy to another. They decide I don't have the patience to be a swing trader, therefore intraday will give me more opportunities and I'm going to just start being an intraday trader, there's some truth to that, obviously. But if you're in a position where you're not willing to accept the downsides of potentially intraday trading, then it becomes equally more difficult, right? So I think that's something that you kind of want to consider. There is a downside to every approach to the market. You just have to decide which downside you're willing to put up with. When you can really get clear on that, then finding consistency becomes a little bit easier, because it's easy to do everything right when the markets are going in your favor. When things are against you, when you're getting slapped about by the market, that's the true test of whether you're actually going to stay consistent or not. Tara says, I have a question. A lot of people risk 1%, but I'm risking 0.5% per trade. Is there a mental barrier that I need to overcome? And how much do you generally risk per trade? So, Tara, I don't think that there's a right or wrong answer when it comes to risk per trade. I think it all depends on a variety of factors. I like to speak about 3 specific factors when I think about the risk that you're willing to take. The first one, and I think this is probably the obvious one that most people factor in, is account balance, right? When you think about how much you're trading, most people will say, for example, I'm risking X percentage of my account and that's the right amount. But I would argue that it does also depend on what your account balance is. So for example, if you're trading an account of $100 and then you've got another account which is $100,000, 1% across each of those accounts is a very, very different thing, right? Account balance, it's definitely an important factor, but it's just one factor that I think you need to consider when it comes to risk per trade. Specifically, like for what a lot of us are doing, like with prop firms, for example, you want to be considering that there is the, maximum daily drawdown. You've got the your overall drawdown, and so risking in specific percentages does kind of make sense, right? I get the idea behind wanting to do that specifically, but the thing that I would say is you want to couple your account balance risk parameters with strategic risk parameters. So for example, the analogy that I always throw up is, let me see if I can, give me 1 second. I want to see if I can actually pull this up for you guys. Okay. Let me show you what this looks like here. This is something that I share in a lot of coaching calls to give people some like perspective on what to think about when it comes to like strategic risk and how we go about deciding this. So what I say to people, this screenshot I've actually taken from a sports betting website, and it essentially talks about the variety of different strings of winners and losers that you can take over a relative sample size of trade. So as you can see here, we've got a sample size of 50, 500, and 1,000. And on the left, you've got your potential hit rate, right? This is your win rate in the markets. Now, the one that I always like to focus on is kind of the 50% level. If you've got a 50% win rate and you focus on a sample size of 500 trades, you can see that whether winning or losing, you're roughly going to take around 9 losing trades in a row, right? I've seen some sources balance this to around 8 to 10 in a row, but roughly between around 9 losing trades in a row, right? What I would say is, if you're currently doing a prop firm challenge and your goal is, I'm either in the challenge phase or I'm in the funded stage, and I want to allow this account to have the best possible odds of surviving, then what I would say is, from a strategic perspective, if you understand your typical win rate over time and you go in and say, right, I typically have a 50% win rate, you know that at some point over the next 500 trades, you're likely to experience somewhere between, let's say, 8 to 10 losses in a row, right? That's 8 to 10 losses with perfect execution, never missing a trade, always showing up, sticking to your plan 100% of the time. You're still gonna take this. Now, if you're risking 1% per trade and you take 9 losses in a row, that's a 9% drawdown. Let's say the absolute worst case that starts when you're at, or let's say, one of the scenarios that we could work on is you do that right as you start a challenge. You're at 0%, you're at break even on the challenge, or you're a funded account, and you take 9 losses in a row. You're now in a 9% drawdown, roughly thereabouts, and you've got 1% left. The chances of you coming back from that, I'm not going to say are impossible, but extremely more difficult, right? So if you can say, right, I've got a 50% win rate, I would argue you're far better off risking 0.5%. That gives you roughly 20 trades that you could take at full risk without having to change your risk parameters by any means. And you've still got good odds of going into a deep drawdown and then recovering. Because if you lose 9 trades in a row at 0.5%, you're at like 4.5% drawdown. Very recoverable, right? Extremely recoverable. You still got a big buffer between you and your drawdown allowance. And I'm talking the maximum drawdown allowance, right? So from a strategic perspective, I think you have to consider something like this into your game plan as well. You really want to understand what your hit rate is, and then you want to extrapolate that over a much larger sample size of trades. And that could be a second factor for you to determine what risk I should be using per trade. if somebody said to me like, hey, I'm risking 5% per trade, most people would look at that and be like, you're crazy. It's too high. But if you turn around and statistically you show me a win rate that has, an 80 or 90% win rate over time, then actually over 500 trades, statistically, you may only lose 3 or 4 in a row. So I would say actually it's not as crazy as someone that tells me they're risking 5%, but they've only got a 40% win rate, right? Risking 5% per trade, take approximately 12 losing trades at some point, and now suddenly you're in like a 60% drawdown. You need over 100% return just to get back to break even. That will psychologically destroy most people. So I think, you kind of want to keep those in mind, right? So those are the first 2 areas. You've got account balance, and then you've got strategy, right? Let me write this down for you guys. So you got account balance, if I can actually spell today. Then you've got strategy win rate. And then the third area I would say is your risk tolerance. These for me are like the key 3 areas that I would say you want to consider when it comes to your position sizing. So account balance we've talked about. Specific percentage of your account that tells you this is exactly how much you should be risking. Again, specifically important in the prop firm environment. You want to know where you are relative to your maximum daily and your overall drawdown requirements, and then you can base that off that. The second one was the strategy win rate, which is encompassing everything that we just spoke about in here, relative to your expected win rate over a much larger sample size of trades. What is the likelihood that you are going to experience a specific winning or losing streak, and how should that affect your position size, right? The last one is your risk tolerance. And this is where, for example, that like money means different things to everyone, right? So $100 to me and $100 to you might mean very different things. $500 to me and $500 to you might mean very, very different things. If I sat here and I told you what $10,000 means to me, and then we had a billionaire come on this stream afterwards, and he spoke about what $10,000 means to him, it's going to mean a very different thing depending on our backgrounds, our experience, our tolerance levels, our relationship with money. And so I would say, like, if you're on a $100 account and you're saying, I'm going to be strict, I'm going to risk 1% per trade, if, risking $1 to make, $2 or $3, that might be too little for some people, right? That might be, you're putting yourself in a position where you're going to get bored, or it's not going to feel meaningful enough when you actually take a winning trade. And so I would argue that for a lot of people, and this is why you tend to see a lot of people that do these account flips, they do them on relatively smaller accounts, but they're not doing them on 6-7 figure accounts because the risk tolerance is not there. You can't stomach the losses and the wins the exact same way when your capital has scaled a certain amount. So the same risk that you take on, let's say, a $5,000 or $6,000 challenge account is going to be very different to the risk that you take on maybe a 25 or a 50 or 100 or 150K, valuation. And these are things that you want to be keeping in mind. Your relationship with money will change the more that it is at risk, and you want to understand how that impacts you as a person. You might be completely fine with losing $100, right? But if you scale up your account size and now you're risking like $500 per trade, if your mind hasn't yet adjusted to accepting that level of loss, that's going to send you on tilt. And that's also going to mess up your ability to be consistent with your strategy as well. So I would say the perfect amount of risk is a blend of all 3 of these areas. It's got to be the right amount relative to your account balance, relative to your prop firm, like the type of challenge that you're doing. It's got to work in alignment with your strategy as well in terms of your respective win rate. And then you also want to balance that in terms of your tolerance for risk when it comes to money itself, right? Thinking in percentages is great, but if you're not actually comfortable with the dollar amount, it's always going to be very difficult to find consistency when you're never truly comfortable with the risk. So, something to keep in mind there. But I hope that kind of gives you some perspective on risk management. or at least my view on it in some way, shape, or form. G369 says that's Trump's OnlyFans. I mean, it really is. You're not wrong with that one, I don't think. Swing trading in Trump's time is so different. What has helped me being on the toes with news and learning how to interpret and apply them. Once you get the basics, it becomes easier. Fair. Understanding fundamentals and how to apply them is a game changer during Trump's times. I don't think you're lying at all. It's just the uncertainty of when these things really start to come out. That you kind of never really know with the markets, and it always makes it relatively difficult. This war as well just flips the market. That I definitely agree with. One day there's peace talks and a ceasefire. The next day the ceasefire is broke. I 100%. I feel this honestly so much. There have been so many times where literally like Trump has tweeted, negotiations are going well, and then there'll be a response back like 30 minutes later saying, no idea what you're talking about. And the market is just all over the shop. What I really watch for that case is the price action on oil and what Iran says when Trump announces a ceasefire. Those two really tell the truth on the war conditions. Tara says that makes so much sense. That's a very good point. I actually traded an account from 300 to 1K in 4 months. Still risking low and growing it slowly. Don't want to over risk and lose it all. Like I said, these things are all most definitely possible, right? But I think the mentality of like flipping an account in that way, it might be relatively easy to do it from 300 to 1,000, but then doing it from like 3,000 to 10,000 or 30,000 to 100,000 or 300,000 to 1 million within the same time period. This is where like the monetary values actually start to mean a little bit more. Like you said, mentally losing more all of a sudden might F me up mentally, lead to out of control spirals. 100%. This is what tends to get most people over time. And it's where most like typically struggle. I always say like the hard factor with prop firms specifically is your ability to scale your account balance can happen significantly quicker than your ability to actually manage that money. And that's like what a lot of people don't really take into an account. They think, you know what, I've been consistent, I've passed the challenge. Now I'm going to go from a 25K account to a 100K account. And it's a very different thing mentally. If you're not ready for the money, it's a difficult thing to kind of truly understand how to really manage that. So something to keep in mind. Flipping doesn't work long-term for sure, like over a sample size of 100 trades. I agree. I think the mentality that it takes for you to flip an account, I don't think it's scalable. At some point, it always breaks. But you know what? I'll be honest. There's, I think, only one trader that I met that was all about flipping an account. We did some coaching together for a little while. And what they settled on was actually they love the idea of flipping, and their limit, their kind of ceiling that they work towards was 10K. And what they would do, they would start with like $1,000. They would flip that until 10K, and then they would withdraw and then start all over again. And that was how they were happy to kind of play this game. They didn't mind that they knew on some occasions the 1,000 was going to go to zero because of the risk required in order to do the flip. But even if the 1,000 went to zero 3-4 times, but then on the 5th time they did it, they made the flip from 1,000 to 10,000. For them, it was still profitable. So they liked it. They actually found a good system of taking money from the markets in that way. This is why I always say it's like each to their own. You just got to find what kind of works for you and know where that tolerance level is, and then play the system over and over. I think that's always a good way to go. Morning, Bella. Hope you're all good. Tara says that's smart. They know their limitations and work towards their strengths. 100%. And you know what? I'll be honest. Like when we first started coaching, when I first started working with them, I was very much in the mindset that like I think you kind of want to move away from this account flipping mentality and start playing the game properly. Start thinking like a real trader that's going to compound and grow your account over time. But their view was they were actually very comfortable with this. And this is kind of what we settled on. I kind of helped them to understand like what their risk threshold is in terms of that upper boundary, and then play a game where you just continually cycle through that. You hit that boundary, you withdraw, you start all over again, and you go from there. And that they absolutely loved, and they did very well with that system. But again, I haven't seen that in a lot of people. That like I've worked with, I don't know, hundreds of traders over the last few years, and that was like one very small sample size where I found that to be the case. At least that's somewhat of a logical plan. It makes sense. Yeah, I agree. I look, each to their own. This is why I say, like, there's so many ways to make money from this game. You just got to find the approach that ultimately works best for you. Right, let's continue cycling through. Let's have a look through the remainder of the FX pairs kind of on the watch list and see if there's anything actually setting up, maybe for today, maybe for tomorrow. So cable, we already established, like, at least from a daily perspective, don't really have a play that I would like. This is kind of the area that I was waiting for. At least as we stand, hasn't given me a fill yet. Maybe we bounce from here and move back to the upside. But like I said, I'm not super favoring the counter trend plays. If I was going to play any direction, I would prefer to be short rather than long. So we'll see where we go. So cable is very much just wait and see mode at the moment. Dollar Canadian has actually been in a little bit of a range, as you can see here. And I mean, this might be something that we could talk about at this point in time, because we're in an area of interest that I would want to see some type of reaction from, right? So what I would be looking for here, these would be my specific zones of interest. And you can see basically we've got the range at the top, the range at the bottom. And this is simply an extrapolation of either end of this range extreme, which price has been stuck with it. Ideally, what we want to see here is we want to continue playing the reversion of the range, unless we get signs that this is going to expand outwards. But we want to play one side of the range to the other until it stops working. So what I would look for here is I would be dropping down to an hourly, observing what sort of price action we're getting, and then look for a clue as to which kind of direction we want to play this from. So right here, we can see that we have tested the kind of upper end boundary of this range. We've also taken out this old swing point in here from an hourly perspective. I believe this was Friday's daily high, which you can look at and you can see it maybe a little bit more clearly from a daily perspective there. So I think there's definitely going to be something on the cards for us here to look for a potential reaction, right? So I would want to look for now, if I drop down to a lower time frame, this is where we get a little bit more intraday here. What would I need to see in order to show the market was trying to reverse it? For me, I would want to see the area that created this fresh swing high up. I would want to see this get taken out, which leaves us an entry all the way down in this area. So I would be drawing up a specific point of interest that looks a little bit like this. Let me refine, see what we're looking at here. I would probably want to see a breach of something like that. If I put this as my point of interest, that would be a kind of potential play that I would be looking for here. The only thing that would change this, right? And I want to say, so like the play, at least as we stand, would look something like this, right? We've got a 1 to just shy of 1.5R, but it'd be a rotation from the top end of the range down to the lower end of the range. And that's the kind of play that I would be looking for. The only thing I will say is I don't know if my stop will be up here by the time price actually, or if it actually gets down below this area. There may be more structure to play with. There may be a more an aggressive place if depending on where you wanted to put your stop. Personally, I like the conservative play. I would want to keep it clean of this upper end range. Like you can see the reactions in price through here, the reaction through here, the reactions in here. I would prefer to stay and have my stop outside of that. So I would probably be waiting for something that looks a little bit more like this. But the only thing that would change my view on this is if, for example, price stalled in here, created a new high up in here and then failed, and then we got the break of structure from this area in here. So that is something that could definitely happen as well. But as we stand, this is potentially what I would be waiting for at the moment. So yeah, I don't know. We'll wait and see. We'll follow this out. Whether it sets up actually on stream, I'm on with you guys for another 20 odd minutes or so. I don't know. But otherwise, I will keep that drawn up, and we will reference and come back to this tomorrow to see how things have actually ended up and where we can go from there. But that would be the potential play that I'm looking at here. So interesting little call live here on dollar Canadian, and we see where we potentially go. Yeah, I definitely like this, but I would just want to see the confirmation that we actually start to break down before we actually jump in here, because there's every chance that this is actually creating the breakout to the upside. This is now the retest, and we get the second leg to take us out. I personally wouldn't want to trade that until we get the daily close through. Again, I would like to keep it a little bit more conservative. If we get a daily close outside of this range, then on the lower time frame, I would come and use the same area as a pivot to ultimately get long. But yeah, dollar Canadian, definitely something in there for me to be watching, and we'll see how that pans out. Let's clean this up a little bit. I'll be looking for something that looks like that. Right, dollar yen, what are we looking at here? So no play for me right now, but definitely a range for us to observe, and really wait and see how price reacts in these areas. So again, I'll keep this drawn up. We'll come back to this on tomorrow's stream and see if it gives us an opportunity to actually do something in here. These are the areas in price that I would like. Let me, again, clean these up a little bit from an hourly perspective. I do really want to stick with the extreme, if I'm honest. I would prefer to see something that looks a little bit like that. It's a very thin range there to the upside. And maybe this one, I would draw maybe something like this. And this one I would draw like this. So a little bit of a thinner range to the upside. Downside looks a little bit like that, but that is the range that we would be observing. And again, I would be a little, given the nature of how dollar yen has been moving, from a shorter term perspective, I would actually prefer to see a break and retest of this area to continue on to the upside. So again, I can't give you an exact level of what I would be looking at, but it would look something a little bit like this, and then we take an expansion play to the upside. But where my stop would go would really depend on the last structural point outside of that top end range. That's something that I would kind of consider. So again, I'll keep this drawn up, and we'll see. We'll come back to this potentially tomorrow, see how we go from there. The only thing that would make me want to play the reversion here to the downside is if we start getting this stalling here from a daily perspective. If we start getting a test of these highs, and then we could maybe look for the mean reversion play down to the lower end range in and of itself. That 163 is kind of what I'm eyeing up here as a probably potential target if we were to take the mean reversion. But otherwise, I prefer the trending play. You look at just the conditions from a daily perspective, right? Dollar yen here, now that we've finally broken out of this chop in here, compared to dollar Canadian, you can see that like the most recent momentum here was to the downside, which for me, like a mean reversion play in alignment with the current momentum makes a little bit more sense. So, you know, it all varies really. Michael, I'm talking about, I think the trader that I was saying that uses the account flip mentality By withdrawing the cash in on the profits, and that helps a lot. Leaving big profits in the trading account is what breaks people too. If it works for him, that's what matters. 100%. I definitely agree with that. Tara says, what pair is your most profitable? It's a good question. So I'll go by the stats of what last year gave me. And actually one of my best performing markets last year was Europe. More so, and a lot of that came from the first half of the year rather than the second half. If I show you, I think we spoke about this on stream last week. If you look at the price action from the first half of 2025, right? I always like to draw these with a little box to give you a perspective. Like that was the range for the first half of 2025. And then you compare that to the range of the second half, which ended here. And you look at like, just from a volatility perspective, you can see the difference in price, right? It was a lot easier for me to get in alignment with some of these moves when we are trending, when, you know, move is established. I caught some pretty nice swings at the start of the year inside of Euro in here. But here really got chopped about a lot. I didn't have a lot of clean opportunities in Euro. And I think in the second half of 2025, Euro was a losing market for me, but overall ended up profitable. But the bulk of that came from the moves that happened at the start of the year. Dekuru evolved. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. How much win rate is considered really good with a 1 to 3.5 R risk to reward ratio? So look, the thing that I would say here is you want to keep in mind that I never look at trading like a game of, okay, this is my risk to reward. How can I get the best possible win rate out of this, right? The reason that I say that is win rate and risk to reward are often inversely correlated. So if you've got a strategy which generally produces a higher win rate, a higher risk to reward, you should expect that it's going to come with a relatively lower win rate. If you've got a strategy with a lower risk to reward, you should expect that it will likely come with a higher win rate. And we're talking if it's a profitable strategy. So when you say like what win rate is considered good, as long as it is profitable, if you can get like the 40%, maybe the 50% mark with a 1 to 3.5 R, you're golden. How achievable that is different for everyone, right? So for me, like, you know, a 3R win rate, just to break even, you're at something like 25%. If you can have a 25% win rate with a 1 to 3R, you can at least break even. Anything above that is some degree of profitability. Obviously, the higher the better, but that's kind of what you want to focus on. So I find a lot of people, they are, you know, they have a strategy that produces 1 to 5 or something like that. And then they say, right, now I'm going to go through and I'm going to filter out to stop trading low probability conditions. And now I'm hoping to get a win rate of like 60, 70% with a 1 to 5 R. And I find that the variables that you have to change in order to achieve that 60 to 70% is subsequently going to lower, it's going to change all the other variables that come connected with that. And that kind of breaks the model overall. So yeah, I don't know. It's a difficult question to answer because I don't really know that there's a one size fits all when it comes to like a good win rate. It's all relative. As long as you're profitable, that's the only thing that really matters in my eyes. DXY has been pumping so much lately too, showing dollar strength. For sure. I will talk you guys through a swing trade that I'm currently in. Don't know again what the outcome is going to be, but I ideally want to focus on ones that I can kind of plan with you guys beforehand. First 10 months, I took 5 figures from the market last year. Rest of the year, I barely made anything. You know what, Tara? This is the unpopular truth of what a lot of profitable trading looks like for many people. There are so many people that will make their money during a specific season of time. And that is, it's very difficult for a lot of people to kind of understand what that looks like. You know, there's a tweet that I keep, let me see if I could dig this out. I had it saved a little while ago because I was talking people through what this really looks like. Give me 1 second. I know I've got this documented somewhere. Here we go. Right, so I've flicked over to a tweet from a guy called Sam. This is not, I mean, I'm literally talking about him on stream. He has no idea I'm referencing this. But I actually have this tweet like saved and bookmarked, and I reference back to it a lot because I think it's a great example of showing people what profitability can really look like for some people, right? So Sam said, bear in mind, this is from 2025, 2015. I don't know where that came from. November 2025, right? Sam said, this is the often unpopular reality of profitable trading. It doesn't look like positive X percentage every month. It can be 3 months each year of excellent performance and 9 mixed results. My old coach, Steve Ward, used to say some of the greatest traders he ever worked with made 80% of their P&L in 2 to 3 months each year. I have only grown to care about how much am I up by December 31st. And he's taken a screenshot of his MyFX book. So you've got the entirety of 2023, and you can basically see like multiple like flat periods, drawdown periods, and then you've got these 2 stellar like back-to-back almost 40% months. And then I think he shows the bulk of 2025. You can see almost 2 back-to-back, almost 40 and 50% months there in February and March, and then basically just flat across the rest of the year. And again, I just think it's a perspective that is often lost with a lot of like new or aspiring traders. And I think it's something that just needs to be normalized a little bit more. Like, this is what successful trading can look like. I'm not implying that it works that way for everyone. It's obviously going to depend on your strategy, your approach to the market. But I think if you're someone that, especially as a swing trader, this is like, the reason I keep that there is because of it's a mental reminder of what my trading is also looking like as well. I have periods of times where I absolutely clean up in the markets. And then I have other periods where I'm just keeping my head above water. And I shared at the start of this, like earlier into this stream, my swing trading has been super difficult the last few months. I have found it very, very choppy for everything that I'm looking for. And that has been, yeah, it's just been very slow. But like I said, I just haven't found optimal conditions for me to really be in a zone for my swing strategy to be making money. Because what I really need is expansion from the daily perspective. And like, I mean, Euro, for example, for the last basically better part of a month, has done nothing except chop sideways. I was expecting a little bit of a reversion here to see maybe a retest of at least that high. And it gave us absolutely nothing. We just ended up getting stuck in this short-term chop. And that became the playable range to work from. Wasn't what I was expecting, but is what it is. Does VWAP bands work? I mean, deviation or reversion, that's what they call it, I think, only for reversal trades. You know what? In all honesty, I've never traded VWAP. I'm probably the wrong person to ask about it. I know a few people that incorporate this a lot into their strategy, and they do very well. So I think much like any other strategy, you can make it work. It just depends on the person. And I think that's the part that a lot of people tend to forget. Like, yes, obviously you need an edge in the market. You need a strategy that works, but the strategy also has to suit you. You have to be the type of person that can actually execute it over time. If you can't do that, then you're really going to struggle. And I think, again, that's, something that a lot of people tend to forget. So yeah, something to keep in mind. I think everything can ultimately work with a varying degree. I'm not saying all edges are the same, but it's really about the person executing it. At the time, I didn't know this was normal. It effed with me mentally, and I started over trading and losing my accounts. I'm on my journey now, learning to trade personal, funded, and aiming to pass prop firms. Awesome. You know what? I think, I don't know, I don't want to sit here and just blame like social media, but I do definitely think social media has glamorized what successful trading can look like. I think, you know, it's something to keep in mind that like with prop firms especially, and this is not a dig against prop firms, it's more so just that people have awareness as to what the game can really look like. With prop firms, it's very possible to, you know, if let's say, for example, I was trading a personal account, you guys were trading prop firm, but we were trading the exact same way. It's completely possible for me to have a flat period in my personal account, but inside of the prop firm environment, I could actually take a payout. It doesn't mean that I've actually traded profitably during that time, but it means that with how things fell, maybe during the challenge periods, with how I specifically traded it during this certain period of time, I could actually take a payout from that. But in my personal account, it might be relatively flat, right? If I trade for 2 weeks with a prop firm account, run up an account, and then wait and leave the account alone until my next scheduled payout, and if that was 1 or 2 weeks away, but I continue trading personal, I might lose that money in my personal account, and it means that I'm net break even or maybe in a loss. But in the prop space, because it's been managed a little bit differently and you're basically cycling from one payout to the next, it looks like you're profitable. So, you know, I think social media has very much, I don't want to say glamorized, I think that's the wrong word, but it's given this false perception of what trading is really like, and, you know, going through these sorts of periods can be like over time. One thing I always like to kind of point out is like real successful traders, they always go through these periods. It's inevitable that you're going to experience it at some point in time. And that a lot of becoming consistent is really about accepting that these moments exist, regardless of how you trade. Every strategy will go through a period of underperformance. And if you're not mentally ready to deal with that, you're going to struggle to be consistent with it. You'll tweak it, you'll change it, then you're trading a new strategy, and you know it's just not going to work out that way for you. So, you know, something to keep in mind. These last few months, I feel like I've overcome a lot of hurdles and has brought structure back into my trading. Shout out to Artan for mentorship and the structure that he's brought to my trading. Artan's a legend, man. I'm always so gutted that I never get to tune into some of his London streams. It falls basically overnight here for me. But yeah, he's absolutely killing it. I saw that. I think he had like a killer week last week. It was like 10 or something, all on live streams. Absolutely insane. But yeah, that boy is cleaning up, and it's awesome to see. Honestly, could not be happier for the guy. Right, before we wind down the stream for today, we are coming towards the end of it. I want to do a quick recap as to what we are looking at potentially going forward here, right? So we had nothing to do at the moment with Aussie in terms of you know, a reaction from the shorter term levels. We would have had the play from Friday, but again, probably would have closed out before the weekend. At least if I was trading shorter term, that's the kind of approach that I would want to take. Euro, very much in no man's land as we currently stand, very much just in observation mode, and we see what happens. GJ, very much in the same, waiting for a reaction from one of the two ends before we can take some type of reversion or expansion off of these areas. Don't know yet, but we will wait and see what happens. Cable, British pound against the US dollar. We are very much just sitting around and waiting at this point in time. We are definitely in a point of interest, but I just don't favor playing counter trend. So that's kind of where we are at the moment. Dollar CAD is the only one that is giving us something to potentially look at here, right? We spoke about this one before. This is the kind of setup that we are looking at. And again, depending on how aggressive you want to be, if we get a clean break of these sorts of lows, the conservative entry would be top end of these highs in here, keeping them out the way of the top end of this range. And we're looking for a play down to the lower end going forward. But we might get something tighter to play with. Maybe we'll be able to have it against that high or something that looks like that. And we go from there. And then I think dollar yen, we were basically flat and waiting to see what happens. So only really one opportunity on the cards for us here. Potential dollar CAD short position. And we will see what happens. I'll keep these charts up. I won't touch these. I'll pick these up on stream and we will see what happens going forward. Tara says, 100% agree. A lot of influencers in the space don't show the downside. They only show the ups. It's an unfortunate aspect of, I would say, just life in general. You know, social media it's just a highlight reel of people's upsides in life. Very rare that people talk about the downsides. I do think it's something that should be normalized a little bit more. But we don't always get that, I'm afraid. By the way, I was the cameraman for Artan. It was a pleasure meeting you as well. Tara, my man, didn't realize. It was great to meet you too, man. I appreciate you answering all the questions I had too. It was amazing learning your view on certain things. My absolute pleasure. I appreciate you tuning in, my friend. How do you overcome the fear of trading even when you know your setup works? Right. Last question we will wind down the session on with. How do you overcome the fear of trading even when you know your setup works? Here's the first thing that I would say, right? How do you know that your setup works? That's the first question that I would want to ask, because when most people talk about fear, I always like to say, and as a reminder, that fear is not the problem, right? The emotion is never the problem. It's how we react to the emotion, which causes a detriment to our trading. And so if emotions are not problems, the best way in which you want to look at them is they are signals, right? They're an indication to something going on beneath the surface, which we need to be aware of. So I would say the thing that you want to understand is, what is the fear connected to? Usually for a lot of people, it's either the fear of being wrong or it's the fear of losing money. If you're saying that you know your setup works and it's backed with data and you've got tons of exposure and experience, then I would say it's possible that you're not fearing necessarily being wrong. Possibly, it still may be the case, but possibly not going to be the case if you truly have trust and confidence in your edge. But I would say then potentially it's connected to the connection of money, right? Maybe you're uncomfortable with the amount of money that you're risking. The best way I would say to test this is to go back to demo trading for like 1 or 2 weeks and see if the fear still presents itself. If the fear is still present, that would tell me that you have some kind of connection to the outcome of the trade. If the fear disappears, then I would say the one thing that has been removed is money. So if you can trade perfectly fine when there is demo money on the line, that tells me that there's a certain level of discomfort with the amount of money that you're risking, and then maybe going back and adjusting your position size. And again, we gave some really helpful tips for that a little bit earlier in the stream. That might be something that you want to consider. So maybe dropping your position size by half and maybe seeing where you go from there. Okay, so I hope that helps. If you want to, if you find that you're attached to the outcomes of the trade, I would say gather more data, expose yourself to more information to fully have that trust that your strategy works. That's where I think it comes from. It comes from the data, the statistics, having your eye see it play out over and over again. And I think that will kind of help you in the long run, at least with creating the right foundation. Matt says, fear is false evidence appearing real. Yeah, I've always loved that one. It's a great quote. Right, guys, that is a wrap for us today. Thank you for everyone that tuned in, not just to my stream, but to all the streams throughout the day. I'm hoping you guys have taken in a bunch of nuggets, bunch of wisdom from the guys on the stream today. But that is all that we have in store for you guys for today's session. Like I said, I will keep these charts loaded up. We will have a flick through tomorrow. I'll be back with you guys same time tomorrow. We'll pick up and have a look at how the markets are looking, and we will go from there. Thank you guys all so much for your time. I hope you have an amazing rest of the day, and I will speak to you again tomorrow. Take care, my friends.